Hi, this is Bruce, and today we're going to be looking at some JavaScript. So in this part one of this series, we're going to be learning how to do a console log, how to do getElementByID, and innerHTML. So you can see here I've created a folder, JS intro, where I'll put all the files for this JavaScript series. And I've created a file called part1 where we'll be putting, which we'll be using as the HTML file. So I'm going to start off by creating So I'm going to start off by creating a basic structure for my page. And we'll just throw a quick little heading here on the page. And with a section that says messages that we'll be using in order to change the content of this section dynamically. Next, what we'll do is we're going to create a JavaScript file. So I'm going to create a new folder, call it JS for JavaScript, and in there I'm going to create a new file called part1.js. Okay, so now I'm going to link up my HTML file to my JavaScript file by using script. And we'll set the source to be equal to part1.js. Now if we go back to part1.js, and I'm going to use console.log, in order to create a message or a log entry that displays in the console of the developer tools in Chrome. So we'll flip over to Chrome and I'll refresh this page. You can see here we've got our JavaScript, we've got our heading, we've got the messages section with an ID of messages. And if we click on inspect and then console, we can see that our part1 JavaScript file is loaded and showing in the console. So now what we want to do is we want to use JavaScript to change content on the page. So in this case, what we're going to do is create a JavaScript that will load right at the beginning when a person loads the page and change what we see here in the messages section. So first of all, I have to select that element, so the element with an ID of messages. Okay, so now I'm going to create a selector in order to select the messages element. So I'm going to let the messages be equal to document getElementByID messages. So you'll notice that the built-in method getElementByID, each new word starts with a capital, so element by and ID all start with a capital letter. This is known as camel case. Now we can use that variable or object that we've created, messages, that represents the element on the page, in order to change the inner HTML, or the HTML that's inside the messages tag, to be equal to hello JavaScript world. Make sure we finish off with a semicolon, and we'll upload that, head back over to the page and refresh, and you can see now instead of saying messages here, it says hello JavaScript world. So I'll put a link to the source code in the comments section so that you can consult that. And I hope this helps.